Hi, Melissa here, and yes, it's been a minute, a hot minute, a long hot minute. Why is it hot? It's not. It's been a minute, it's been a while, and why has it been a while? I hate coming back from these lengthy gaps because then I'm all like, oh, I gotta give excuses and stuff, and I do, because I do owe it. Sorry, Barbie piano. I'm not editing that out. I do owe it to you, and at the same time, if you've been here a while, thank you. And I have a lot of new subscribers. I've come back and I'm like, whoa, I have a lot of new subscribers and I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for being here. If you've been here for a while, you know how very flawed I am. I'm so very flawed. It's ridiculous. And when my life gets a little overwhelming, honey, do I balance well? No. I don't. That's my husband, Justin. He likes to sit in the background sometimes to make comments. He could be fun. We're sarcastic. We pick on each other with love. It may come across as ugly, but it's not. It's really not. But I don't balance things well when there's too much going on. And that's usually what's going on when I have these gaps in filming. But thank you so much, because I've gotten emails and I've gotten messages and stuff. And thank you for the concern. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that I made you worry. But at the same time, it's okay. It's just, I'm a bad balancer. I'm horrible at it. I always try to be better at it. And I'm going to talk about what's been going on my other channel, which I've neglected as well, because it'll be beneficial to some of you other people. We've just kind of been going through some things that a lot of people go through, and I'm going to share our experience with it. This video right here, this is Empties. Look at this cute little Empties bin. I've showed it before, not my idea. This is a 31 tote. I'm not affiliated with 31. I ripped this off from Kristen Game, who is just an amazing woman. If you watch me, you probably already watch her because she knows a lot more than I do about all of this. But she's got a little Empties bin like this, and I was like, oh, it's different colors and stitching, by the way. But I was like, oh, I need one of those too. I needed it, didn't I, honey? I needed it. Okay, I'm jumping right in. Here I go. Hemps. This pure herbal extracts, herbal moisturizer. This is a hand lotion, or is it all day? It could be a body lotion, I guess. I use it for my hands. This stuff, and you're like, oh, there's some in there. This is like 4 years old. I'm not using it. I don't even know what's growing it. It's probably a science experiment at this point, but it still smells like a strawberry banana science experiment. This is my second favorite hand lotion in the world. The first one is La Mer hand lotion, and it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's like 80 bucks for a tube, which is a treat for my credit card whenever there's room on it, and there's not right now. But this stuff you can generally find at like a beauty supply store or a hair salon, and the reason why I love this so much is because when you put it on, it's not greasy, it's not too silicone-y, it melts into your skin, it makes your skin look pretty without being greasy and nasty or too slippery. And this is going to be a repurchase for sure, and I'm pretty excited just to throw this bottle out because it's really just gross at this point, I'm sure. But I'm going to repurchase this. Super, super good. And it smells delicious. It smells better than the La Mer hand cream, but it's way more affordable. I think it's like 17 bucks for this size, and it's huge, huge. So good okay, stuff. Next from Lush. Ocean Salt. Same thing. This one's bigger than this one. I think I had less money. Why does it gotta be about size? Because clearly one's bigger than the other. Don't be nasty. I'm not being nasty. Don't be nasty. It's always about size. Well, the reason why it's about size is because I had less money available to me when I reordered. That's why I got the smaller one. But it's amazing. It is they say it's a face and body scrub, but this is, I do not use this on my face. If I do, it's when I don't have any of this left, because the salt in here is so big and chunky. I feel like I'm destroying my face. And some people would say that this would destroy your face, but for me it doesn't. I'm gonna move on to that in a second. Okay, so I use this as a body scrub. I use it on my arms, chest, wherever, and I love the smell. It smells like a lime margarita. Even the container's empty. You can still smell it. It's delicious. And I'm looking forward to Lush opening a store in Nashville. They're opening one this year. Pretty excited because they don't have to pay shipping anymore. But it could even be more expensive because then I'll be there more often. This also is from Lush. And yes, it's an empty clear wrapper. But what was in it was one of their bubble bars. It was called the Comforter, and it's pink and white, and it is the most delicious smelling thing I have ever smelled in my entire life. I've purchased this numerous times before. You've probably seen it in a haul, or you've seen another plastic thing in an empty before. I take a bath every night. I don't like showers, that's a different video. But if I could have that every night, I would, but I can't because it's $10 for the bar. They say you can get, do they say you can get 4 or 6? I don't know. I get 3. I get about 3 baths out of it. I break it up into 3 pieces. It's a pretty good chunky bar, and it's like $11 for a bar. But it's worth it for me, and then I just pick and choose when I use it. But and then your skin really does, you do feel comforted, and your skin is so much softer coming out of there than it was going in. So it just, favorite products ever from Lush, and I think one of the only few that I've tried. Anyway, since we're talking about the face and body scrub, I'll just go on to this. St. Ives. This is the Apricot Scrub Blemish Control. Some people say that this is too rough for your face too. And that's fine, that's okay, you know, people have different opinions. It's what makes the world go around. It's a beautiful place, isn't it? No, because then people argue and they think they're right, and they can't have respect for other people's opinions. But I do. I do. I use this on my face. I always have. I've used it for years and years, you know, and I don't do it too hard. It works for me. Not everything works for everybody, but it works for me. It's always worked for me, and I use it probably 3 to 4 times a week. Good stuff. All right, Clinique. I've said in numerous videos before that Clinique is a 90s brand. They need to up their marketing. They need to change their marketing because they have so many good products that I really feel like people are missing out because they feel like it's such a dated brand that it's, again, another video. But this is the Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser. I generally use this before, and it looks pink when it's full. I use this before I use my Clarisonic and my other cleanser that is empty too, which is Revision. But this gets like the makeup and other stuff off, and then this really cleanses my skin with my Clarisonic. And it's the Revision Brightening Facial Wash. I've used this for a long time. It smells citrusy. It whistles. It smells citrusy and grapefruity, and I like it. I repurchase it. I've repurchased it for years, and a little bit goes a long way. So I think this is $24 for 7 ounces, but it lasts quite a while, and it works very well. Moving right along, I'm gonna buzz through these next 3 products because I'm gonna throw one into my wine glass and it's gonna clink like that. No, because I have done individual videos on these 3 products, and some of you are sick of it, but I do have a lot of new people here. That's why I'm gonna touch on them real quick. The Avon, it is the Moisture Effect Eye Makeup Remover. When it's on sale, it's 99 cents. It removes your eye makeup so well. I love it. I keep it in stock, and I go through it quickly, and I use it pretty liberally because it's just that cost effective. I have a separate review on that. I'll link the video below. I will link the video review for these products, all 3 of these products below if you're interested. This is the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. This is my holy grail eye cream. There are not enough good things to say about this. I reorder it and reorder it, and one of these lasts 4 to 6 months. During the winter time, it generally lasts about 4 months because I do apply it a little bit thicker because it's drier, there's less moisture in the air, and of course that area under your eye, the skin is thinner, and you definitely want to keep it hydrated as well as you possibly can. Summer months, probably about at least 6 months, 6 if not 7 months I can get out of this, and that's using it twice a day. And the holy grail wrinkle cream, the AHA, the Studio 35 Alpha Hydroxy Face Cream. I'll link the video below. That's all I'm going to say about it. See, all of you who've been here a while, you're like, oh, thank God, she's moving on. She's moving on. I am. Look at this. All right. L'Oreal Color Vibrancy Nourishing Conditioner. I have the shampoo as well, but this is actually what is in the empty bin. And my holy grail hair shampoo, conditioner, whatever, is actually when I ran out. And I haven't reordered it yet because I just got my hair done the other day, and it's been 4.5 months since I've had it done. And some of you may be watching this going, it doesn't really look done. Well, it is, and I have the receipt to prove it. So why don't you stop being a smart mouth, okay? Okay, I'm just kidding. But it had been 4.5 months, and the reason it had been that long is because Tracy, who is the hair god, he's amazing. It's worth waiting to go to him and pay the money to go to him than going to, what's the question you asked me the other day?
Why don't people go to Supercuts?
Say it louder.
Supercuts.
My husband, because he got his hair cut the other day. And he went to Supercuts, and he came home and he was like, why don't you go to Supercuts? Why don't women go to Supercuts? And let me first, before I say this, I'm not offending any of you. I do not want to offend any of you. If you go to Supercuts and that works for you, great. But I did laugh at him when he said that. And the reason why is because I went to an establishment of a similar nature years and years ago when I was trying to grow my hair out. And I went in there and I was very honest. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to grow my hair out. I just really want to trim and, you know, get the little dead ends off. And she's like, oh, okay. And I was like, great, it's gonna be great. So she's sitting there cutting. Yeah, it was a little valley-ish like that. But I was in my early 20s. Okay, all right. But so she starts cutting my hair and she's going to the sides. And I notice she's cutting here and then a little bit more up here. And then she goes back here and here and then in the back, and I look down on the floor and there's inches of my hair on the floor. And she brought them scissors up to my head. She brought the scissors back up to my head. And I said, stop, don't touch me. I said, go get your manager, please. She got her manager, and at this point I was in tears, and some of you going, oh, it's pathetic, get over it, hair grows back. You're right, it does. I was in my early 20s, okay? I was young and dumb, and now I'm old and dumb, but that's not the point. So the manager was like, oh, we should have never given you to her because she's brand new out of school. And I was like, oh. She's like, well, yeah, because you have long hair, we just shouldn't have done that. I'm like, but you did. And you certainly can't glue my hair back on. I'm not gonna lie, I was rude. I was not happy. I mean, I didn't swear at her or anything, but she's like, so she evened it out. And she's like, we're gonna give you a free haircut for next time. I'm like, I'm never coming back here ever again, ever. So from that point on, I only went with people that I knew had cut somebody else's hair that they really trusted. And those people, unfortunately, are really expensive. And so husband doesn't even know this, so I'm just gonna let him have a heart attack. So Tracy got done doing my hair, and it's normally somewhere around 160 after it's all done, because I get a cut, I get a dye, like my roots, and then I get highlights. So I get done, and I did my own roots. I dyed my own roots. So I just went in there for a cut, which was like 2.5 inches, and it's still long. I probably should have him take off more. And he did the highlights, but then he had to tone them because they came out crazy because I colored my own hair. So I get the bill, and he's like, it's $194. And I was like, oh. And that was before tip. So then there was like 20% tip on top of that. And I was like, oh, so not good. But I will say this. It's worth waiting 4.5 months, having your hair grow out from a cut that you know was done right. Then it's worth that for me. I'd rather do that than go every 6 weeks to a place that I'm just not certain of and may jack it up really bad. So I'm not picking on you if it works for you, good. I'm just explaining to you why I don't go there. Okay. So keeping in mind that you're really here more for empties and my life stories that are irrelevant to your life probably, I'm gonna move on, and some of you went too late. It may be, and I apologize for that. NARS. This is Laguna, and most of you know what it is. It was a little sample one, but empty for contouring and bronzing, but I just use it for contouring. I'm still out there searching for the Holy Grail contour. Right now I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. But I kind of rotate back and forth. I kind of use whatever, I really use whatever's on hand because I don't really know what the best thing is for me. And some days I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh yeah, I think that's gonna be it. And then other days I'm like, no, I don't really love that. So I'm still experimenting. I don't know. If you have some suggestions, of something other than Too Faced Chocolate Soleil or Laguna, and I actually have tried the NYC Sunny, it's too orange on me. But if you have some other suggestions, I would love to hear them because I learn so much from you guys. It's ridiculous. I really do. And I'm thankful for it. Nail polish. Let me go over two. I'm like, where are they? Two. The first one is Insta-Dry. This is Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. Comes in this red little package like this. And this is my top coat that I use all the time now. I used to use the blue cap one. It was a clear bottle blue cap because it's a top coat and a base coat. But this stuff, it says that it dries in 30 seconds. This stuff is amazing. This is the only top coat that I've ever used where I can paint my nails, put this on, and within a reason, I'm not saying 30 seconds later. I'm not gonna even pretend to tell you that, oh yeah, it definitely will do it all in 30 seconds. But I'll put this on after I paint my nails, 2 coats of nail polish, and by the time I go to bed, I'm getting no smudges. So you can see that there. We're not looking at my cuticles right now. No, we're not. You're supposed to be looking at the paint. No smudges. So I did that last night, went to bed, no smudges, and I couldn't be happier with it. So this is definitely a repurchase. I actually have probably like 5 or 6 bottles of this hanging around. One's in my bathroom, one's in the kitchen, another one is, they're everywhere. Here's an empty one. Anyway, and the other one here, Wet n Wild. The writing wore off. This is just one of the 99-cent bottles of the Wet n Wild clear polish. Oh, there it is. 401A. I don't use this for a top coat, a base coat. What I use this for is to thin out my other nail polishes. For example, the color that I have in my nails now, it's Chanel Elixir, and it was getting, you know, gooey and thick, and I added some of this to it and it was perfect. I have this bottle thinned out 3 other bottles of nail polish, and I actually got it for free because Wet n Wild had a $1 off coupon, and they're 99 cents. So if you're looking for something to thin out your nail polish, other than a nail polish thinner, I'm just saying, because I know I could go to like Sally's and get a nail polish thinner, but why would I do that when I get this for free and it works just as well? So highly recommend this. Wet n Wild 401A. Awesome. And the other reason why I don't use it for a top coat or a base coat is because it really is so runny. It's super, super runny. Like super. Yeah, it is. All right, swabs. Makeup swab, oil-free makeup eraser sticks. These, I say swabs, but they're sticks. And they basically look like a little idiot. Sorry, Q-tip. Not toothpick, Q-tip. And what you do is you break one end open and the liquid runs down to the other end and you do whatever correction that you need to do. The only reason I tried these is because I had a coupon as well, and they're normally like $4 or $5, but I got them for, I don't know, like 20 cents for the whole box. And I love these. I'll repurchase these even without a coupon because they work so well and they last a long time. There's 24 of them in there. I don't make a mistake every time I put on my makeup, but I'd say 1 out of 3 times that I do my makeup, I'm getting in there with something to fix it because I'm just not graceful and I'm not talented. I'm just a little sloppy sometimes. But these are great. Highly, highly recommend you guys trying these. They just work really, really well. And normally, hello, El May has coupons all the time. They really do. Foundation, this will not be a shocker if you're an oldie, but if you're a newbie, it will be. Revlon Color Stay. Holy Grail foundation. Has been since I was 19 years old. I'm 37 now. Yeah, I had to think about it because eventually you just don't care anymore. You're just like, oh, another birthday, whatever. You get to be in denial every now and then. But since I was 19 years old, this is it. And I have a very hard face to match. I don't know why that is. Even in the days of prescriptives, they're like, oh, we can color match anyone. No, you can't. And that's probably why you went out of business, prescriptives. I'm just kidding. I really did love prescriptives. They were a good line, but nobody can match me like Revlon can. And my color is buff. It's number, whatever buff is, it's buff. Yeah, 100, 150, I don't even remember. 24 hours, I'm not even gonna go into that. Maybe I will for a second because there's so many new people here. Why do you need makeup to be on 24 hours? What are you doing? What's going on? Do you not wash your face before you go to bed? And if you don't, you're wrong. Please wash, ladies, and if you don't, you're probably like really, really young. Please wash your face before you go to bed. It's so bad for your skin, it clogs your pores, and just pretend I'm like your mama preaching to you, okay? All right, wash your face. But this stuff is amazing. It lasts forever. You have to work with it a little bit quicker than you normally would because it dries, but they have a combination formula that combination formula, and they have an oil formula, like if you have oily skin. That's the other thing. And the range of shades they have is bananas. So many shades. Good stuff. All right, we're coming to the end of it, I promise you. We have a couple mascaras and we're done. We're done. I'm gonna stop talking. Some of you are like, oh God, I already clicked out. but it's almost over. Not a surprise to you here, the Jordana Best Lash Extreme. This is Holy Grail for me as well. Did a review on it. It is the best all-around drugstore mascara. It's $2.99. It's amazing. Maybelline Illegal Length. This stuff's great too. This stuff is great if you're using it in combination with another mascara. And the reason why is because you'd want to put, you know, something like if you were using L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, you'd want to go after it with this because it really separates and it's a lighter formula. So it kind of gives you just a little bit more length and separation on top of that. And it's good. I would buy it again, not to use by itself, but in conjunction with another mascara. And then this is the Almay One Coat Nourishing Mascara Triple Effect. This is another one that it's a really good all-around drugstore mascara. It lengthens, it thickens, it's got this awesome brush on it, and I don't think it's as amazing as the Jordana, and it's more expensive, but putting this on my lashes with nothing else, I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, I need something else. And there's very few of those that I feel that way about. I've done some mascara reviews before of comparing different ones, and these two are great by themselves. There's one of the CoverGirl ones and then one of the Maybelline ones that are. So yeah, that's it. So Empties. Those are my Empties and other things mixed in with them. I'm pretty happy to be back filming again and interacting with you guys again. So thank you so much for watching and being patient and being here. And if you have questions, please leave them below or hit me up on Twitter, because I actually logged back into Twitter again and I was like, oh, this is great again. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great and we'll see you in the next one. All right, guys, thanks.